Hey guys, Ashley here. Welcome back to my channel. I know this is like the third video I've done today and I do have the same shirt on, but it is the same day. It's now Saturday night. So anyways, this video is about this past week's C's collaboration, Let the Good Times Roll theme, which was Mardi Gras week. Extravagant, flashy, sparkly, glittery, or brightly colored wax. So I have my basket of scent that I melted this week, which I'm going to empty out here. And Poppy, my cat, I'm in a bedroom with the door closed, and if you could see, I'll just move it over here. If you can see her paws under the door, she is interested in wanting to join us too. But I am in my wax storage room, our spare bedroom, and I keep the door closed because she gets jealous. I realize I'm not looking at the camera. I'm sorry. She gets jealous if I'm talking to something or on the phone. So unfortunately, access denied. Okay, back to the wax. Sorry, we got a little sidetracked. But if you watch enough of my videos, you know that I tend to do that sometimes. Okay, this week I had a lot of fun. I got through quite a good bit of wax, and yeah, I'm not going to do empties and gently used. I don't care for the word unempties. So my gently used wax is wax that I still can melt more of. Okay. Pull it together. Fire Mario. He's nice and bright, isn't he? This is Rose Girls. Espresso, donut holes, and marshmallow fireside. This is a beautiful coffee blend. And it's, I get 0 donut holes from this, guys. I get a little bit of the smokiness from the marshmallow fireside, but it's mainly espresso to me. But it's a nice, good espresso that it is a consistent thrower for, I'd say, probably 6 to 7 hours, depending on the location I have it in my home. If I have it downstairs in my kitchen, it's open concept, so it tends to fade out a little bit more quickly. If I have it upstairs in my bedroom and bathroom, I do tend to melt the same scent in my bedroom and bathroom just because they're connected. If I have it in that region, it lasts, 6 to 8 hours, depending on the day, how much the furnace is running. I haven't had the scent in the summer yet because it's a new scent, but that is a very good blend. And I will probably kick myself for not ordering more with the pre-order, but I have a lot of coffee scents from other vendors that I am enjoying. Speaking of coffee, let's go ahead and talk about Zape. This is Cafe de Monde, scoopable wax. And as you can see, I used this several times this week, and I'm still, the jury's still out on this one. Honestly, because it's not that I don't like the smell. I really like the fragrance, but it's not performing all that great for me. And if I'm up on top of it, it's wonderful, but I can't smell it, infiltrated anywhere else other than that remote area where I am. So I'm still thinking about this one. And I only bought one wax item from Zape. I've only bought the scoopable. So maybe I will have to try some of her harder wax. Maybe that's the right form for me. We shall see. Do I have any more coffee in here? I am not sure. But it wouldn't surprise me because I melt coffee every week. Okay. Next we have Meyer's Returns. I posted this on my Instagram because the ink pool, I had 2 ink pools. I had Mr. Sandman, which I'm going to talk about next here, and I had Meyer's Returns. Now, this one, I think I posted this in the Facebook group for Sassy Girl. Some people might be afraid of the licorice in here. And the notes here are black licorice, marshmallow, and sugar cookies. And yes, licorice is in here, and yes, you can smell it. But I like the smell of anise with licorice, and not a lot of people do. However, the scent blendologist, whatever official title you want to call Julie, the amazing blendologist that she is, found a way to put enough sugar cookie and marshmallow in here to where it's not just like opening a bag of licorice and having that off-putting licorice smell. This is very pleasant. And yes, you can smell the licorice in here, but it's not overbearing, in my opinion, to my nose. And I know that a lot of people really like this scent. So I think this is available right now in loaves. And if you're kind of on the fence with it, maybe a loaf isn't the best form to buy in this. And maybe wait for a brittle or a muffin maybe if she offers it. But she did pour this quite a bit this past fall and winter. So rest assured she probably will keep pouring it up. And what I wanted to also say is, I haven't confirmed this with Julie, but I noticed on her new labels down here at the bottom, we'll just use Mr. Sandman, and then I can show you Myers. Number 428, I wonder if that is her house blend number, you know, on her giant spreadsheet of all her wonderful blends. I'm pretty sure that's the house number because on this one, it's number 22. So I wonder if that is the order that it is on her spreadsheet, or maybe it's the chronological order of when this scent was developed. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. Okay, keeping with sassy, we have Mr. Sandman. And this is lavender, chamomile, sweet lavender, which I don't know if it's a typo. Maybe this means herbal and sweet lavender, and shaving cream. And this one I melted several times, as you can see. And I think this one needs a little bit more cure time because it was very light to me. It's a shaving cream blend, definitely. But I think the addition of the chamomile and the lavender is making this a softer, gentle scent. And I'm going to let this cure for a while. And I have found in the past with some of Julie's blends that, you know, weren't crazy strong for me. If I let it cure for several more months, it does take on a little bit stronger of an identity. Case in point, pistachio ice cream, or ice cream and pistachios, I think it's called now. That's in the pre-order right now. That blend, when I first bought it last year, it was very, very light, and I was kind of disappointed by it. So I put it away, and I forgot about it, honestly, until a couple of months ago. And that puppy throws very, very strongly now. So I'm hoping Mr. Sandman will do the same thing. I have a couple more sassies here. I did melt more sassy this week than I have in a while because speaking of pistachio ice cream, I love sassy, and I've been kind of hoarding her stuff, but no more. You'll see why. Pistachio ice cream type. Pistachio almonds and vanilla bean ice cream. I love this. This is a dupe for Bath & Body Works pistachio ice cream. This is a very, very, very good scent, and this is offered right now in her pre-order. Thoroughly enjoy that. I love pistachio. Y'all know that. And Brandy's pistachio, this is my favorite, all-time favorite blend of Julie's pistachio blends that she offers. This guy is in loaves right now being offered. I think I posted on her Facebook page, I don't have to hoard my last brittle anymore because I have a loaf coming to me. So this blend is birthday cake, zucchini bread, and pistachio pudding. But I'm pretty sure on the one that's on her webpage now, she added a little bit of marshmallow to it. But anyway, this is a pistachio scent, yes. That's the first note that hits my nose. But then when it's warmed, the cake really comes out. And then you get that little hint of the zucchini bread, like the density of that cake. Not necessarily the zucchini bread spices. I don't get any of that. This is a pistachio heavy blend, but there's enough cake in it to where it's not polarizing like pistachio can be. And then after several hours of being warmed, the pistachio just fades away and it's left with the cake and the marshmallow to my nose. I really like this blend, and I hope if any of you guys try it, I hope you like it also. But if you don't, remember there's a group of us out there that love pistachio, and we will probably gladly take it off of your hands. Okay, a couple more here. I finished up Adam's Beach Party, which is strawberry pound cake and beach nights. I love Julie's beach nights. It's the best in the industry, her blend, in my opinion. And this is so damn good. I really like this. I don't smell any strawberry pound cake. I melted this in my kitchen, and I wanted to finish this because he's getting old. This is an old label. He's getting old. So I finished him up. And it is definitely Beach Nights heavy. So if you like that, that's salty sea air, s'mores, and marshmallow, I believe. It's really, really, really good. Really good. She has a lot of other beach night blends right now offered, but I think several of them are sold out. I know that I think Oath is sold out. I have Oath in my arsenal. And also, I can't remember the other ones she offers, but Oath is really good. But she said she's going to be adding some of the sold out ones, some of them on Friday, the ones that she can replenish this pre-order. Next, we have Big Bird's birthday. And this is Cotton Candy Lemon Curd Birthday. And I wanted to use him because he's aging as well. And this one, I remember this one being just a titch stronger before, so maybe he's losing a little bit of strength as he's getting older. All of my wax are male also. That's why I call them he's and hims. So, I really like this. It's lemon curd dominant with a little bit of sweetness from the cotton candy. This is a really good blend if you like lemon. It's not quite as, I shouldn't say not quite as strong. It is not as strong as Hello Lover. If you like Hello Lover, this is like a little cousin. It's not as punch you in the face lemon as Hello Lover is, which I really, really like Hello Lover though. And my last sassy blend is Fruit Loop Animal Frosted Cookies. This is Fruit Loop frosting, sugar cookie dough, and frosted sugar cookie. He's getting old too. I got all of my older sassy stuff out, except for a couple of the newer ones I wanted to try, just because I don't have a lot of glitter wax or extravagant wax because I hate glitter in all forms, all avenues, all arenas. Christmas time decorating is terrible for me because everybody who sells crafts thinks everybody likes glitter, and that's not true. My mom even knows not to give me a Christmas card or any sort of card with glitter on it because I just don't like glitter. This one is, so I had to melt like brightly colored wax this week, if you care to know that. This is Fruit Loop. Definitely Fruit Loop heavy, but the addition of those sugar cookie doughs really make this more of a bakery than just a straight cereal, if that makes sense. But the Fruit Loop is there, that unmistakable fruit complex and oil that is Fruit Loops. I love Fruit Loops. Marty loves Fruit Loops also. So I tend to keep Fruit Loops in my rotation quite a bit. Okay, I finally finished 8 Crazy Nights. I've been talking about this guy for several weeks in a row now. This is blackberry jelly, fried dough, and a hint of campfire smoke. I really, really like this. I like blackberry jelly. I don't like blackberry jam butter cookies. I might have not found the right vendor yet for it. Maybe that's why I don't like it. But blackberry jam, sign me up. It's wonderful. And fried dough is just that. It's fried dough. A little bit of grease, but not too the off-putting stinky grease. It's a little bit of that fried dough grease that it's like funnel cake. And then campfire smoke. I don't get any of that in here. Not to my nose. This is so good. This is probably going to be going in one of my March favorite melts of the month because this is really good. I have a backup loaf of that too, so I had no remorse finishing that baby loaf up. Okay, this is the Melted Mousse, Kiss Me at Midnight. These notes are cashmere plum and vanilla champagne. And this was a little bit of plum with a little bit of effervescence. But this was unfortunately not very strong for me. It threw when I was right on top of it. I wanted more with this. And I'm not getting the best performance from Melted Mousse. I am on her customs list just because I want to try some of her house blends that she's poured many times over. I want to support her business and I want to give her another chance. I only bought the Christmas box from her. That's the only experience I have with Melted Mousse. So I want to give her a chance and I'm going to be ordering a couple of her tried and true house blends when I'm called up for customs, whenever that is. But unfortunately, this one did not perform for me, but I hope you got happiness from it if you did get this, and that's all I want you guys to feel is happiness when you melt your wax. So, oh, I lied. I have one more. Sassy. Man. Shampure Aveda. I don't even know if this is a blend anymore with Julie because He's aging, as you can see. And I will say I have melted this before and it was too strong, too strong. It's faded just a hair. So I know that I need to use this up relatively quickly if I want to enjoy the little bit of life that it has left, because it has faded quite a bit. This is coriander oil, eucalyptus, lavender, sweet orange, bergamot with the sweet seductive aroma of ylang ylang. Ylang ylang is a flower floral. This is a shampoo from Aveda. This is very hard to describe, and this scent is not for everybody. I really believe I'm getting the coriander and the ylang ylang and bergamot. Those are the three big guys that I'm smelling when I do have this warming. It's not for everybody. My husband doesn't like that scent. Okay, another one I've been talking about for months, it feels like. Pazuzu. I finished this guy up. He was bright yellow. L3. Bonfire, pumpkin pecan waffles, and apple cider. And, you know, I like this blend, but I was kind of tired of it by the time I finished this bitty loaf. Do you ever have a scent that you are just like, oh, thank God I finished that because I was just getting tired of it? That was this for me. Not because it's stinky or bad. I mean, this is a popular blend. It's sold out when I tried to grab this. Jen had to restock it. I bought this last fall. But this is an apple cider scent to me. I don't get any pumpkin pecan waffles. And I might get a touch of bonfire, but it's not smoky. It's not woodsy. This is just, it's an apple cider scent to me. That's all I can say. If you want to hear me discuss that one more, watch a few of my past weekly wax empties and melting basket videos, because I've talked about that for, seems like 15 years. Okay, next is Rose Girls Cookie Land. I finished up this mini melter bag. The notes here are confetti cake, toffee butterscotch pretzels, and cookies. I love this blend. I bought a half pie in it. My only half pie purchase was the Cookie Land. I had to practice some sort of adulting, restraint, whatever you want to call it. I love Cookie Land just because Jenny's balance of her pretzels with her cake and cookies is perfect. I don't get that yeasty from the pretzel. There's some other vendors out there. I'm not nuts about their pretzel. The yeasty smell. I like bready smells, but yeasty pretzel, just there's something about it that just is off-putting to me at times. I have to be in the right mood to melt pretzel. If you have any good pretzel recommendations for me to try, comment down below. I mean, I do see all the comments, and it might take me a little longer than I want to respond to them, but I do respond to every comment. Cookie Land, I melted this in my kitchen because it throws really well down there, and it's long lasting. I can get probably 7 hours out of this. It starts to weaken by that time, of course, but this is pretty much a staple. I'll always have some of this because it can be blended with just about anything, in my opinion. Really, really, really like that one. I have one lonely little cube left of this glitterati loaf. Raspberry mousse, cotton candy, and vanilla bean. I really liked this. He is also losing some of his scent. This is it's now 14 months old, so it's losing a little bit of its potency, I will say. This is raspberry heavy with a little bit of the vanilla. I can really smell the vanilla bean in this when it's warming, but it is definitely raspberry mousse heavy. That was in a mystery box or a newbie drawing, because I won Glitterati last year as a newbie drawing relatively quickly after I joined the group. So I think that was in my first box, actually. Okay, I use a little bit of Destination Wax Nutmeg and Spices this week, and you know, I like this, but this would not be a repurchase for me, strictly because it doesn't have enough nutmeg in it. It doesn't have enough pow of spice for me. This is spicy warm blend of nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, and clove with a little caramel and vanilla. And that's true. I do smell the caramel profile in here. And I do smell the nutmeg. But I'm not getting much clove at all. It's just a little itty bit and a little itty bit of cinnamon. And I want I want more from this. I can handle a nice strong scent, and I love nutmeg. Nutmeg isn't just used in nutmeg isn't just used in baking. You can use it in savory. You can put a little bit in cream spinach or in pasta sauce. It just, I also cook too. My husband thinks I should start adding cooking stuff on my channel. And I told him I might have to get some sort of camera because I'm using my phone for all of this. I'm not a tech person. That's his forte. But he told me he thinks I should do cooking stuff, because I'm not afraid of a recipe. I love to cook. I've wanted to be, I think I've said this before, in a former life I was a chef because I just, you know, I have a lot of good cooks in my family, both sides of my family. My mom, my mom's sisters, and my dad's sister. I don't know so much about his other sister cooking wise, but he has two sisters. His one sister that he's very close to is married to a Sicilian man, and very, 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 very good cooking. And I wish I could remember how she taught me to make noodles. I can never get them the way that she made them, of course. But that being said, I'm talking about cooking now. But you never know. I do skincare on here. I might do cooking and baking one day. We'll have to see. Not anytime soon, though. Let's stick to the wax. Okay, Destination Wax Palo Santo. I melted this little guy because I wanted to really gauge Rebecca's Palo Santo. And this is just warm and mellow, wood, amber, and soft musk. And this is no different than any other Palo Santo single oil scents from other vendors that I've smelled. This one is, it's good, but it's not knock your socks off Palo Santo. That was a sample I got, by the way, anyways. So I used him up. And speaking of samples, Huckleberry Harvest. I melted this because I recently submitted my L3 customs list, and I was trying to figure out if I wanted blackberry, huckleberry, elderberry, berrylicious. I wanted to see what berry I wanted for one of my blends. And this one is very hard to describe. Huckleberry is a cross between, I think, a raspberry and a blackberry. I could be wrong, but it's a combination of a couple of other common berries. But this one came off just a little bit artificial for me. It doesn't have that authentic berry punch to my nose. And I know that other people pick up authenticity on this, which is great. I don't pick it up on this. I get more authenticity from blackberry jam, strawberry jam. Those berries are unmistakable. Huckleberry is probably good in a blend, but I just haven't had, this is the only experience I've had with huckleberry. So the intent of me melting that was to see if I wanted it for my custom, and I passed on that one. I picked another berry. Okay, Radiant Red Maple. There we go. I wanted to melt this because I wanted to see what the hype was about. And I saw this described as, oh man, I wish I could remember what the description was, but this does not smell like maple wood at all. If it's supposed to be a red maple tree, this does not smell like wood to me, or tree to me, or anything remotely from nature. This is very hard to describe, this scent. And this might be, I know my glasses fall down all the time, guys. The bridge of my nose is, when I was born, it's a long story. So I know this is annoying, but right now, it's part of my life. It's annoying for me too. So, anyways, this is probably good in a blend of some sort, but I unfortunately haven't found that blend or even bought a blend with Radiant Red Maple in it. This was part of the 50 sample Try Me bags that I bought a couple of months ago, but Jen has recently been restocking to make a donation to Ukraine, which Ukraine is my heritage. My dad's side is Ukrainian and a little bit of Russian. Can't lie, they're right next door to each other. If I didn't already have so much wax, I would buy more, but I very well might just make a donation if I can do that to them as well. I've said publicly on the L3 page that this 50 pack sampler is some of the best money I've spent wax wise, just because I know people like to gauge a scent by a smaller size, like a bunt or a tart or something like that, where you can place it throughout your home. But the sample packs, I'm melting exclusively in my office during the day where I'm working. So I'm right in the face of that scent. I can see how it performs in a small space. If it sucks in a small space, it's not going to work in a big space. So that's how I kind of use it to gauge. I do like a scent I can smell. I want to smell my wax. I have spent far too much time researching and trying to filter out and weed out the vendors that aren't going to perform for me. And and I know that L3 sometimes doesn't have a lot of throw for people, or it's short lived. But you kind of have to find the blends that work for you. Find the powerhouses that perform for you, and go with those. Don't keep trying to find a blend that you keep getting terrible performance from, thinking it's going to keep performing differently each time you get it. You buy something one time, you buy something 15 times, it's going to act the same way the 15th time that you buy it. Does that make sense? So I'm finding, and part of the fun of it is finding blends for each vendor that you purchase from and seeing how that performs in your home. And that's the fun of it, because I know there's certain vendors that I can only buy this and this from, and that I do only buy this and this from, because those are winners for me, So on to the wax again. This is Rose Girls Stolen Hoodie. This is Fluffy Towels and Cologne. And this is not favorable for me. It's very cologne-y, and I don't get any sort of fluffy towels. I get no laundry component to this. It's just cologne, and not heavy cologne, but it's just a cologne scent. So this was one that I'm glad it was a sample, because I don't think I would enjoy this on its own. But if you like the outdoorsy, masculine, sexy type of scent, go for this one. That one won't let you down, because that's what that one basically is. Next is Huckleberry Zucchini Bread Cupcakes from why do I keep wanting to say L3? I've talked about L3 so much today. I had some blends that were poured. I had a couple of winning blends for the customer creation contest, and I've just been L3 all day today. So, sorry. This is Rose Girls Huckleberry Zucchini Bread Cupcakes. This is great. I love zucchini bread from just about every vendor. I like it around the board. And the addition of huckleberry in this huckleberry is a little bit more authentic than the oil that L3 uses in their huckleberry. So, huckleberry does not mean huckleberry is going to be the same for every vendor, and so on and so forth with whatever oil that you're talking about. That's my opinion. That's the experience I've picked up. Even in the 25 years that I have been into home fragrances, I started out young. I was a teenager, early teens. Candles, a vanilla candle can smell exquisite from one company, and then it smells terrible with another company. Not everything is created equal. And as my dad always used to say, apples and oranges, apples and oranges. And same with wax. Can't compare a Cadillac brand to a Geo Metro. They don't even make those anymore, I don't think. But you get what I'm saying. My best friend in high school drove a Geo Metro. It did not have power steering. And I drove her car once, and I said, "What is wrong with your steering?" She said, "Oh, it doesn't have power steering. You have to crank it yourself." So, yeah, that was interesting. But this year is actually my 20th high school reunion that I'm not ever interested in going to. I went to my 10 year and it was a shit show, but 20 years. This was wonderful. I liked this. I think Catherine is a fan of this. I think it was her. if not Catherine, then I know somebody has been very vocal about this blend recently. This was very, very good. And if Jenny pours this again, I will probably grab some, even though I don't need any more Rose Girls. I have a full tub of Rose Girls. Speaking of Rose Girls, we have Off the Hook. This is a very clean oceanic blend to my nose. This one is just, it's got a little, I think it has a touch of Coastal Kale in it because I'm getting that unmistakable Coastal Kale strength. Like it's a very strong oil. I'm getting a little bit of that in here. I melted this downstairs in my kitchen because it threw well and it's a nice pleasant scent. My husband didn't mind this one either. He works downstairs. I work upstairs because I need to have a door because of the information that I'm dealing with every day. So he works downstairs. So I sent the downstairs with stuff that he usually likes. Carbs with Ghoul Friends. I'm struggling with this one, guys. I know. I'm in the minority with that. I know this is a very popular blend of hers. But I'm not getting anything but sugar donut. I don't get any of the pumpkin. I don't get any of the whatever else is in here. I'm just getting sugar donut, and it's kind of bland to me. But I'm only using this as a blender. I'm not melting this on its own. I don't like it on its own. I've been melting this with adding it to a little bit of the bakery stuff that I've been melting this week. And also, you know, for the last several months, I bought 3 bags of this. I have 2 bags left and I'm slowly using it. I'm not a fan of Carbs with Ghoul Friends. Lattes with Ghoul Friends, that's another story. But Carbs with Ghoul Friends, I don't know. It's not my favorite blend. And I know that there's a lot of you that like it, and that's wonderful. I'm not getting that wonderfulness from it. Rainbow Sherbet. This was a sample from Scentsy. And this is orange zest, sugared strawberry, and key lime, just like the real thing. This was a nice fruity blend. Nothing special about it. This was a sample, like I said, that my Scentsy person sent me as a welcome back to Scentsy welcome package kind of thing, which is very nice of her. I finished up Cindy Lou from Melted Mousse. This was part of the Christmas box. This is pink sugar, cotton candy frosting, candy canes, and marshmallow fluff. And this did have a little bit of not glitter, but sprinkles and a little bit of candy cane, little probably stuff you put on top of cupcakes on here. So I thought, hey, I'll finish him up because he's decorated. And I know this is a really popular blend, but it did nothing for me. So, like I said, I already talked about Melted Mousse in here. I'm not going to go and repeat myself. I'm just hoping that what I said and the choices I make next would be a little bit better for me. I have 2 things left, guys. I know this is a long video, but my melting basket videos are longer because I elaborate more on the scents that I melt during the week, and I do melt a lot during the week. So, hope you like longer videos. This is Nag Champa from GG Scented Adventures. I wanted a little bit of incense one day, and it doesn't hurt that this is a bright yellow. This was really, really pretty when it melts down. GG is Gisette Mason from Orlando, Florida. And she adds, there's mica in here also, if you're a mica person. This is a very it's Nag Champa. It's sweet, it's incensey, it's earthy. It's not everybody's wheelhouse, but it's good to me nonetheless. And finally, Strawberry Zucchini Red. Been talking about him for the last few weeks too. I've been melting him. I do like this scent. Oh, I could smell it all day. I really, really like this. The only complaint I have with this is a very, 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 very pigmented color, and it stains my warmers, and I have to clean it out after that. Oh, I lied. I have one more thing, guys. What do you know? Super Tarts. This was a scent shot from the Advent calendar for Christmas. Peppermint, amber, musk, birch, plum, and citrus. This is a very pretty peppermint blend. And I'll tell you, I ordered some extra Advent, when she had her pre-order for the Christmas Advent scents. I ordered a handful of stuff and I filmed the video and I deleted it before I uploaded it. Oh, so I do have a video on my channel. If you're interested in the Advent calendar, I do have a video of that on my channel a couple of months back. So check that out if you're interested. But that is my melting basket for Mardi Gras week. Thank you to Catherine and Casey for thinking of this theme. And this next week is a one vendor week, and I chose Hayden Rowe. And that video is uploaded also. You can see a quick preview of the scents that I'm going to be melting this coming week. I didn't go into too much detail with those scents because I haven't melted any of the scents that I picked in my box before. I'm new to Hayden Rowe, so that one's only like 11 minutes or so it's a quick one. But if you would like to see how my scents this week performed for Hayden Rowe, check me out next weekend when I upload the weekly Empties and Melting Basket video and also the preview for the following week. So, okay guys, I hope you have a great weekend and stay safe, stay warm if it's warming up where you are. Snow came in this evening for us and dampened the mini spring that we had, but nonetheless, it'll be here pretty soon. Okay guys, great talking to you. Hope you